What's up, everybody? Vic Play-by-Play here. Victor Vasquez. We're here for Lakers basketball. Would not be a regular stream if there was no issues happening, but got it fixed. Hopefully, it helps me last throughout the stream as the Lakers are already in the second quarter. 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go. They are currently up in Dallas, 62-46 as the Lakers have the ball. Kuzma, KCP, Caruso, McGee, and Danny Green are on the floor at the moment. As for the Dallas Mavericks, they currently have, as DeLon Wright drives down the lane, is able to knock it down. So we have DeLon Wright as well as Dorian Finney-Smith. You also have Seth Curry on the floor as we see a nice little attack move by DeLon Wright, having to help out as Doncic is currently on the bench for the Dallas Mavericks. You also have Tim Hardaway Jr. on the floor as Finney-Smith comes up with the offensive rebound. So now it's a second chance opportunity for the Mavericks. They have 6 seconds on the shot clock. Here comes Jim Hardaway Jr. as Hardaway tries to use the glass, and DeLon Wright is there for the offensive rebound. And just like that, timeout from Frank Vogel and the Los Angeles Lakers as they talk things over. Lead now down to 12 points. Lakers have been in control for the majority of this first half. I mean, they scored 45 points, which is now a new season high for the Lakers as we go to a timeout. As I catch you guys up on everything that has been going on between these two teams. Again, apologize for coming on so late. Wi-Fi just not doing me any favors. As we try to pull up some of these stats right here to give you guys an idea of what has been going on between the Lakers and the Dallas Mavericks. As you know, both teams dealing with injuries. Anthony Davis actually out against the Mavericks because of the injury he sustained against the New York Knicks, where he ended up falling right on his tailbone. Kind of looking at some of the injury lists like that and some of the MRIs that came out for the Los Angeles Lakers, and ended up turning out that there was nothing serious. Anthony Davis would travel with the team. So it'd be very interesting to see how long Anthony Davis will be out as we have the action back on the floor. The score is 69-54. Lakers currently up. And now we have less than 3 minutes to go as we see Doncic on the floor. He immediately gets fouled. And now Doncic headed to the free throw line. Both teams are in the bonus for the remainder of this second quarter. So now we have Doncic going to be headed to the free throw line. 3 free throws for him. So now Doncic has 11 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists so far as he comes up way short on his first free throw attempt. Lakers currently up by 15 points so far. 2 minutes and 59 seconds to go. Rick Carlisle, coach of the Dallas Mavericks, already in his 12th season as head coach, trying to help these Mavericks get back to the playoffs and get a winning record for the first time since the 15-16 season. Last year, they ended their season 33-49. So now hopefully that Porzingis can come back. He's already missed his 6th game in a row as Doncic only goes 1 for 3 at the free throw line. So now it's going to be LeBron James back on the floor. He's got JaVale McGee, Green, Kuzma, and Bradley as he tries to alley-oop it to McGee, and McGee somehow finds the ball, gets it away from Doncic, and he slams it down. So the score is 71-55, 16-point lead for the Lakers. As for the Mavericks, we have Curry, Doncic, as well as Kleber, Powell, and Hardaway Jr. as an attempt by Powell comes up short. Now we have Kuzma, guarded by Doncic, goes to his right, dribbles past Doncic, and he gets the layup off the glass. Score is now 73-55. So it seems like the timeout worked for the Los Angeles Lakers. Kuzma, in this first half, he is feeling it. He's 6 for 12, 17 points, giving the Lakers an 18-point lead so far. 2 minutes to go in this second quarter as Doncic pick and roll action with Powell, trying to see if he can bounce it in between to him. Instead, he pulls it back, Doncic now on the right wing gets another foul. 3-point attempt. This time Danny Green gets called for it. So Doncic heading to the free throw line once more. This time to shoot 3 more free throws. Danny Green keeps his hands up. So now it's going to be I believe a technical foul given against Frank Vogel. Vogel kind of complaining and trying to get an understanding and getting into the ref's face, letting them know how was that a foul. So now it's going to be Seth Curry for the Dallas Mavericks knocking down the technical free throw shot, and he does. Score is 73-56. 17-point lead for the Los Angeles Lakers. A minute and 53 seconds to go in this second quarter. Mavericks trying to pull it in between, or at least cut it down below 20 points for the Los Angeles Lakers. They're doing a good job so far of staying close, as Jason Kidd discussing things over as Jared Dudley gets on the floor. As Doncic again misses in and out on that second free throw attempt. Jared Dudley coming in for JaVale McGee. Doncic still having a lot of trouble at the free throw line. So far this season, he's an 80% free throw shooter. But he is shooting 5 of 9 from the line so far against the Lakers in this first half. And to make it 5 of 10, he misses another free throw. So both of those 3-point plays, 3-point free throw shots for Doncic, he's come up 1 for 3. So now we have LeBron dribbling to his right. Kleber comes up with the block, but LeBron is there to get his own block shot and puts it in with the left hand, as we see Luka Doncic took a shot right there, ended up ripping his jersey from the front, so he's going to have to get a switch probably at the next dead ball, as the Dallas Mavericks have possession of the ball. Currently down by 19 points. 75-56 is the score as Curry's shot rolls off the back of the rim. 1 minute and 15 seconds to go. Kuzma got the rebound. Now he dribbles it up in rhythm, pulls up in transition, and he ends up getting fouled by Powell. As soon as he came down, he seemed to be in the landing area of Kuzma. So now Kuzma headed to the free throw line to knock down 2 more shots. And actually, it wasn't any contact by Doncic. Doncic himself ripped the jersey. He was just so frustrated that he missed those free throws on back-to-back trips. Thought it was him getting caught up with another player from the Lakers that ended up ripping that shirt. Instead, it was just him for his frustration. Now it's Kuzma knocking down the free throw. 20-point lead now for the Los Angeles Lakers. 76-56 is the score. 1 minute and 11 seconds to go. Lakers in that first quarter scored 45 points. Dallas ended up scoring 27, so immediately from the get-go, Lakers were in control and had an 18-point lead. As they show another replay of Doncic ripping his jersey out of frustration. Lakers basketball, they're on the road. First game of a back-to-back in their road trip. Today they take on the Dallas Mavericks. Tomorrow they're going to go ahead to OKC and face off against Chris Paul and the Oklahoma City Thunder, as we have Kuzma still at the line, taking his second free throw shot, and he knocks down both of them. Score is now 77-56. It's a 21-point lead for the Lakers. So now it's Doncic giving off to Curry. Kleber moving it on to Hardaway Jr. Now it's Doncic, guarded by Kuzma. Gets the screen from Powell. Thought about bouncing it over. Instead, he dribbles to his left. Finds Curry in the left corner. Curry couldn't hit that one, but Kleber hustles to get the offensive rebound. Now it's Doncic. Thought about the 3, but he kicked it out. He gets it right back from Curry, and then there's another foul against the Laker defense. So Doncic headed right back to the free throw line. This is going to be his 3rd trip in the last 3 minutes. As he heads to the free throw line once more, let's see if he's able to knock down a few more free throws. He is 5 for 10 from the free throw line, as he ended up ripping his shirt right down the middle because of his frustration, as he finally knocks down the free throw. 48.9 seconds to go in this second quarter. The score is 77-57. Lakers on top by 20 points. As we have Doncic knocks down both free throws. No shirt ripping this time for Doncic as he goes perfect from the line. 77-58. 19-point lead for the Lakers. Lakers now have a chance for a 2-point. Another block by Kleber. I was going to say they can go for a 2-for-1, but Kleber gets his second block of the night and again blocks LeBron as Hardaway now tries the in-rhythm three-pointer. Mavericks trying to go for a 2-for-1. Now it's Lakers going to slow it down as LeBron James has the ball. There's about a 6-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock as LeBron drives it down the lane and he blows the layup, but Kuzma's there to clean up the miss. 79-58. 21-point lead again for the Los Angeles Lakers. 10 seconds to go in this second quarter. Shot clock is off. Doncic has the ball in his hands. Caruso picks him up. Dribbles to his right. Hardaway drives it down across the paint, but ends up running out of time. Is not able to knock down the shot. So we go into halftime with the Lakers on top by 21 points. Lakers with 79 points. This is the most points they have scored this whole regular season. So this Laker team continues to make new records even without Anthony Davis in the lineup. LeBron James ends that first half with 19 points. So let's go ahead and break down some of these box scores as we have some time. Few minutes to spare before the third quarter action goes underway. Again, came in late to this game, so let's go ahead and look into some of the details as we have Kyle Kuzma leading the way for the Los Angeles Lakers. He has 21 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. LeBron James already nearing a triple-double. He's got 19 points, 9 rebounds, and 6 assists. You also have Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard and Kyle Kuzma are going to have to be the ones that are going to step up in the absence of Anthony Davis, considering that he will not be playing in today's game. I mentioned it earlier when I started the broadcast, but Anthony Davis with a gluteus maximus contusion after he fell on his tailbone against the New York Knicks. He fell hard trying to go for a block. But he said after the MRIs that he is still good. Nothing serious that came out of the MRI, so it is just the gluteus maximus contusion. He still traveled with the team, so it should be interesting to see when he gets some playing action. But how the Lakers are playing, especially coming out aggressive on the road, they've got a 21-point lead over the Dallas Mavericks, and it's partly due because of LeBron James and his near triple-double in that first half. They knew they had to come up with the right type of intensity, considering they're playing in a back-to-back. It should be interesting to see how the Los Angeles Lakers do, especially tomorrow when they face off against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, for the Dallas Mavericks, let's take a look at their box score. They're led by Luka Doncic. He's got 14 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. There's also 10 points by Boban Marjanovic and 8 rebounds, so he's nearing a double-double. You also have help from Tim Hardaway Jr., who's got 10 points. And then Dwight Powell with 6 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. So very interesting to see. Again, both teams very similar in the fact of they're missing their second best player on the team. We have Kristaps Porzingis, who is dealing with some right knee soreness, so he is not playing. He actually hasn't played since December 29th, which was against the Los Angeles Lakers. He's missed the next 6 games, so we will see when he will come back into action to play with the Dallas Mavericks, considering they are currently 6th in the Western Conference with a 23-14 record. They need to try to sustain it, especially how competitive the Western Conference is. Can't be losing these essential games against tough teams like the Lakers or the Clippers or the Nuggets. Dallas Mavericks ended up losing against the Nuggets in their prior game. I believe it ended up being a few days ago. It ended up going right down to the wire. Dallas Mavericks had a chance to knock down the game winner, and instead they messed up on the execution, threw the ball away, and just like that ended up losing it by 1 point, 107-106. But again, it's just those tough losses that are going to hurt you down the road, and just depending on different positioning on where you're going to end up on what seed for the playoffs, it could hurt you big time. As we're still in halftime right now, guys. Lakers basketball. My name is Victor Vasquez, Vic Play-by-Play. Usually do these when I have the chance, if I get off of work just in time. But currently, we have the Lakers facing off against the Dallas Mavericks. Lakers, this is the final meeting against the Dallas Mavericks. They've already played 4 times in the last 3 months of NBA action. So pretty intense how many times these teams have faced each other. And it's just usually LeBron James versus Luka Doncic. You have this comparison of how their styles are very similar. Luka Doncic already just 20 years old, and he's already showing that kind of high IQ basketball, similar to how LeBron James plays the game. And Luka Doncic has already said that, LeBron has been an inspiration. He's been his favorite player since he was young. And so you can see that in their style of play of how they mimic each other very well. But it's very interesting to see how Luka Doncic is going to grow as a player. As we're currently in halftime right now, Lakers on top of the Dallas Mavericks, 79-58. They hold a 21-point lead. Lakers again holding the first place in the Western Conference, 30-7 record. They're 4.5 games ahead of the second place team, the Denver Nuggets. LeBron James, not only is he leading in assists in the NBA with 10.8, but he's also about a few field goals away and assists away from moving up the leaderboards for most field goals made and assists in NBA history. Before the game started, he's 10-10 away from each category. So he was 10 field goals made away from moving up ahead of Michael Jordan, and 10 assists away from moving ahead of Isaiah Thomas from the Detroit Pistons. So we'll see where LeBron James ends up by the end of the night. LeBron James, again, making history almost every year. I mean, again, he had that hashtag, if anybody follows him on social media, the Washed King. He's using it as motivation. And now it's just, him trying to compete against himself, trying to leave his legacy in NBA and in this NBA history. And it's just unbelievable what he's been doing with these 17 years of playing in the NBA. So far this season, he's only missed 1 game for the Los Angeles Lakers. And him and AD have just been a great connection. The chemistry that they've been able to build between them and the rest of the Lakers with Caruso, with Dwight Howard, JaVale McGee. You also have Danny Green. So many veterans that can provide that experience, that championship experience that you need for a team that wants to try to compete for a championship. So very interesting stuff from these Lakers. But yes, this matchup has been very close. I mean, the first time they met up, they actually went into overtime. Lakers ended up pulling away with the victory, 114-110. But then it ended up going on a nice little win streak of 10 games. And it ended up coming to a halt as the Dallas Mavericks ended up beating the Lakers on December 1st, 114-100. So they ended up spoiling their nice little 10-game win streak. Lakers actually are currently on a 6-game win streak. They've already been on 3 separate win streaks so far this regular season. They had a 7-game win streak that came to a close after they lost to Toronto. They had the 10-game win streak, which I just mentioned, and then it ended up being diminished by the defeat to the Dallas Mavericks. They then went on a 7-game win streak after that loss, and then that one came to a close after they lost to the Indiana Pacers. So now they're currently on a 6-game win streak. Want to see if they can continue that, as they currently have the second best record behind the Milwaukee Bucks in this NBA season. But both teams so far getting production from a lot of different players. And like I mentioned before, both teams dealing with a lot of injuries. They're missing their second best player for both teams. The Lakers missing Anthony Davis. He provides so much on both ends. I mean, Anthony Davis leading the Lakers with 27 points a game, as well as 9.5 rebounds a game. He also has 2.6 blocks so far this season, which is actually third best in the NBA. So there's got to be a lot of production, and a lot of different players going to have to step up, like Kyle Kuzma, who started for Anthony Davis, and like Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee, who are going to step up on the defensive end in order to kind of fill in for that impact that Anthony Davis had on the defensive end. And especially players are going to start looking at LeBron James, because, I mean, he can produce whenever, especially when against the New York Knicks, when JaVale McGee went down with an injury. LeBron James just had to step up and try to help the Lakers maintain their lead. Ended up dropping 31 points. And he's, again, doing this, kind of facilitating against the Dallas Mavericks because he is just finding those holes. And it's just the Laker role players just stepping up. Kyle Kuzma in his start, believe is one of his first starts of this season. Now 21 points in the first half. So he's just producing when he's given the opportunity, and that's exactly what Frank Vogel and the Lakers needed. Whenever you know, okay, well, we got one guy down, well, it's the next man up. And so far, Kuzma has been producing. Doncic struggling a little bit. I mean, at the free throw line, going 6 for 12, already had 5 turnovers as well. I mean, he's got 14 points, but again, he's so frustrated. He actually ended up ripping his jersey after a missed free throw attempt. He was just not happy with his performance so far because he knows he can perform a lot better, but he's going to need a lot of help, and which can come from DeLon Wright, as well as Tim Hardaway Jr., Dwight Powell, and Finney Smith, who are all just going to have to contribute a little bit more. I mean, in their game against the Denver Nuggets, you had a lot of players for the Dallas Mavericks in double figures. You had Doncic. You also had Tim Hardaway Jr., Dwight Powell, everybody producing 10 or more points, as well as helping out on the defensive end. But it just wasn't enough to get that victory for against the Denver Nuggets. So we will see what they can do in this second half, as the Lakers, again, proving why they are such a tough team to beat because of the depth that they have on the bench as well. I mean, when you have Avery Bradley, Dwight Howard, you also have Quinn Cook, Alex Caruso. You have so many guys that you can plug in that even without Anthony Davis, the Lakers are just running like a well-oiled machine. So we still have 24 minutes left of action. Still in a halftime break. Guys, my name is Victor Vasquez. This is Lakers basketballs. We have the Lakers taking on the Dallas Mavericks. Lakers continuing to be on a roll. They're on a 6-game win streak, trying to make it 7. The largest win streak of this season so far has been 10 games in a row, and it actually came to a halt after the Dallas Mavericks defeated the Los Angeles Lakers. So now we'll see what happens at the second half. Begins in the next few minutes. Just to kind of give you guys an update around the NBA, let's go ahead and pull up some of the NBA scores. Before the Lakers and the Mavericks started on ESPN, you actually had the New Orleans Pelicans take on the New York Knicks, which was a close game early on, but then the Pelicans ended up pulling away late in that fourth quarter. As we pull up these games right here, we had the Pelicans defeat the New York Knicks 123-111. You also had the Wizards defeat the Atlanta Hawks 111-101. Then you had the Brooklyn Nets defeat the Miami Heat 117-113. Then the Memphis Grizzlies got a huge victory over the San Antonio Spurs 134-121. And then we had the Indiana Pacers facing off against the Chicago Bulls 116-105. Victor Oladipo close to making his return this year after a brutal injury that he suffered last year. So it's going to be good to see Oladipo back with the Indiana Pacers. Then you have the Phoenix Suns currently facing off against the Orlando Magic 88-87. That's in the fourth quarter. Still 3 minutes to go. Then you have the Hornets visiting the Utah Jazz. Jazz currently with a 20-point lead, 109-89. That one's just about to wrap up. There's 32 seconds left in that fourth quarter. Then you also have in progress the Kings facing off against the visiting Milwaukee Bucks. Bucks currently have a 9-point lead, 53-44. That game is currently in halftime. And then you have the Clippers and the Warriors, which is the last game of the NBA for today. Clippers currently with a 3-point lead, 25-22. As we are currently in halftime, Lakers trying to get their 7th game in a row, 7th victory in a row actually, and LeBron James and Kyle Kuzma doing what they need to do in the absence of Anthony Davis to get another victory. Lakers in a back-to-back in this road trip. They're going to face off against the Oklahoma City Thunder. But what a message they have been able to send to the Dallas Mavericks as they currently have a 21-point lead. The score is 79-58. So now we have the game just about to begin once more. Doncic ripping his jersey as they keep showing that replay, but just showing his frustration that he's not able to help out his team in the way he wanted to, missing those easy free throws that could have just at least cut down the lead a few more points. But we will see again. Lakers have had a bad habit of allowing teams to get back into the game in the second half. They've had big leads such as 20, 30-point leads over Phoenix Suns, over the Detroit Pistons, and somehow, some way, their energy just kind of dips in the third or fourth quarter, and these teams just end up coming right back, and it makes those games even more intense, going down to the wire in the fourth quarter. But we will see if the Lakers can try to adjust, keep that foot on the gas pedal as much as they can in order to keep the Dallas Mavericks away. This is Lakers basketball. My name is Victor Vasquez. We're doing the play-by-play for the Lakers, visiting the Dallas Mavericks. Lakers currently with a 21-point lead. The score is 79-58. LeBron James with 19 points, but surprisingly enough, leading scorer for the Los Angeles Lakers is Kyle Kuzma with 21, as we have Dallas Mavericks starting off the third quarter with a nice alley-oop from Luka Doncic right over to Hardaway Jr. So now the score is 79-60. Lakers are up by 19 points. On the floor for the Lakers, we have Green, Kuzma, McGee, LeBron, and Bradley. As Green with a nice little spin move in the low post, but he misses the nice floater. Tried to use the glass, but didn't work. Now we have Doncic. Nice little screen and roll action with Powell. Dishes it right over to Hardaway Jr., who got a good look at the three-pointer from the left wing, but he couldn't hit. And now it's going to be a steal by DeLon Wright, and Wright is able to get that one right up. And I apologize, it's actually going to be Dorian Finney-Smith. Finney-Smith gets that steal after he stuck out his hand in the passing lane and got the deflection. For the Mavericks on the floor, we have Finney-Smith, Kleber, Powell, Doncic, and Hardaway Jr. as Green blows right by his defender, dishes it right off to JaVale McGee in the paint, and McGee gets fouled as soon as he gets that ball in his hands. Score is 79-62 as we see Doncic with a new jersey, not ripped anymore. Third quarter between the Lakers and the Dallas Mavericks. Lakers with a 17-point lead. McGee at the free throw line. Perfect from the field, 3 for 3. He's got 3 rebounds and 6 points, but he misses the free throw. So the score remains. Doncic going to have to produce a little bit more and find his teammates. Good thing for him is that he is very well capable of being able to do that. His IQ in this game just allows him to kind of keep his eyes open, try to find his teammates as much as he can and get them in a rhythm, because he can get in a rhythm as many times at any moment really against any defense. So we'll see what happens as the Dallas Mavericks swinging the ball around. Kleber tries a three-pointer, but it hits in and out. So now it's LeBron James with the rebound. Now LeBron gets a nice screen from JaVale McGee. Bounces it right over. McGee with a great pivot move. Fakes out Dwight Powell, and he gets the nice layup to fall. 81-62 is the score. 19-point lead for the Lakers. 10 minutes to go in this third quarter. Hardaway Jr. giving it off to the top of the key to Powell. Now the ball's in the hands of Doncic, guarded by LeBron. Doncic gets tripped up, and there's going to be a blocking foul. I believe it's going to go on JaVale McGee. So now it's going to be an inbounds play for the Dallas Mavericks. 14 seconds on the shot clock. 9 minutes and 56 seconds to go in this third quarter. Mavericks just looking for answers on how to stop the Los Angeles Lakers, because if it's not LeBron, it's Kuzma. If it's not Kuzma, it's JaVale McGee. Lakers with so many options on the offensive end. So now we have Hardaway Jr. directing some traffic. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Lakers in a zone. 2-3 zone to be exact. Now we have Hardaway Jr. in the corner. Opens. Look, and he's got the three-pointer for the Dallas Mavericks. Hopefully that shot can get the Dallas crowd into this game. Score is 81-65. Doncic now with 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and 14 points as KCP takes a hit to the floor. Actually, it was Dwight Howard who took a hit. He just came in for JaVale McGee. Howard joins Avery Bradley, Green, Kuzma, and LeBron James. The score is 84-65. Lakers on top by 19 as Doncic dribbles to his right off of the Powell screen. He kicks it out to Hardaway Jr. Jr. finds Powell in the paint, tries to roll that layup in, but instead it rolls out. There's going to be a foul on the floor against Danny Green and the Los Angeles Lakers. Third quarter between the Lakers and the Dallas Mavericks. 9 minutes and 6 seconds to go in this third quarter. Lakers have been able to maintain their lead so far throughout this game. They ended up scoring a season-high 45 points in the first quarter and a season-high in the first half with 79 as Dwight Powell for the Dallas Mavericks misses his first free throw attempt. Lakers with a 19-point lead, 84-65 as we see Anthony Davis on the bench. MRIs came out negative, so it was just a contusion on the gluteus maximus. He still was able to travel with the team, so we'll see if he ends up playing tomorrow against the Oklahoma City Thunder as LeBron James dribbles to his left, gets into the paint, couldn't make the layup, but he gets his own miss, and he's able to rattle that layup in. Makes it a 20-point lead as the score is 86-66 in favor of the Los Angeles Lakers. 8 minutes and 42 seconds to go as Doncic feels the pressure from behind of Avery Bradley, but he ends up getting a nice floater from 10 feet away to go down as the score is now 86-68. 18 points to go. 18 points is the lead for the Los Angeles Lakers as we have Danny Green. Kicks it out to Kuzma. Kuzma, top of the arc, three-pointer. Had a good look, but couldn't knock it down. And Doncic gets another rebound. Doncic, now in rhythm, pulls up from three, and he couldn't drill that one down. Score is still 86-68. 18-point lead for the Lakers as LeBron James, behind the arc, guarded by Hardaway Jr., dribbling between the legs. 9 seconds to go. He likes the mismatch. Let's see if he goes one-on-one, and he does. Dribbles all the way to his left, and he couldn't knock down the layup. It's already the third layup LeBron has missed so far in this game as Doncic and the Mavericks have an advantage 5 against 4, and they couldn't hit the three-pointer from the left corner as Kuzma now got the rebound, bringing the ball up, creating the offense and heading the offense for the Lakers. As he's going one-on-one against Dwight Powell. Tries the hook shot. Thought that was going to be a foul. Instead, it's going to be a foul against Dwight Howard. So now the Lakers and the Mavericks coming up short on both offensive possessions. So now a technical foul is given to Dwight Howard, complaining too much about the call. So now we see JaVale McGee at the scorer's table. He's going to be checking in for Dwight Howard. Howard already with 5 fouls. And we're only in the third quarter with 7 minutes and 27 seconds left to go. So we probably won't see Dwight Howard for the majority of this game as Tim Hardaway Jr. knocks down the technical free throw shot. 86-69 is the score. 17-point lead for the Los Angeles Lakers. 7 minutes and 27 seconds left in this third quarter on the Dallas Mavericks as they have possession. But on the floor for them is Doncic, Powell, Kleber, Hardaway, and Finney-Smith. So now we have Finney-Smith. And a nice little layup attempt right there. And Frank Vogel immediately calls a timeout to want to slow things down as the Mavericks are starting to get into a flow on the offensive end. And doing a good job to make the Lakers uncomfortable as the Lakers coming up short on their last 2 offensive possessions. So as we go to a timeout, Lakers lead now dwindling to 15 points. Again, Lakers, they're going to have to focus in on the momentum that they currently have and their mindset in this second half. So far, they still have a 17-point lead, or 15-point lead, I apologize, but again, you start letting these teams get confident and get to their spots, they start feeling and they start moving the defense of the Lakers around. And what ends up happening is they start getting better looks that they actually ended up getting in the first half. So, good timeout by Frank Vogel in order to talk things over with his squad to try to see if they can lock in on the defensive end once more in order to make the Dallas Mavericks a lot more uncomfortable on the offensive end. Because now you see Tim Hardaway and Finney-Smith both getting really good looks, and Doncic just facilitating really well. He just does a really good job on the screen and roll action as well with Dwight Powell. He's able to kind of dribble right or dribble left, and that's where he kind of separates and he sees, okay, what are my options? Do I have enough space, or am I attracting enough defenders? That way I can try to dish it off to Dwight Powell so he can attack the rim. Or do I have enough space to kind of get a floater in or kick it out to one of my shooters so they can knock down from the corner? So, I mean, Doncic frustrated in the first half that he wasn't able to kind of distribute a little bit more and help out his team at the free throw line. But it's these little runs that the Dallas Mavericks can get on that can start hurting the Lakers and it decrease this lead to single digits. But we will see what the Lakers can come out of this timeout with and what kind of a mindset. That way they can lock in defensively. This is the final meeting between the Lakers and the Dallas Mavericks. This is Lakers basketball. My name is Victor Vasquez. Thank you so much for listening. Again, apologize, can't show the game because I'll get in trouble with YouTube. So instead, just think of it as a radio play-by-play, just in case you're busy with school, work, or whatever's going on. And you just got to listen to it before you can get in front of a TV to at least watch the action. Final meeting between the Lakers and the Dallas Mavericks. Lakers currently on a first of a back-to-back road trip, playing the Dallas Mavericks today and then facing off against OKC tomorrow at 5 p.m. Should be interesting as the Oklahoma City Thunder just came off of a victory over the Houston Rockets, spoiled Russell Westbrook's return to Oklahoma City. As the Lakers trying to continue their win streak, they're currently on a 6-game win streak. I mentioned it earlier during halftime, but it's already their 4th win streak so far. 4th win streak so far during this regular season. So they want to try to at least break a new record for themselves this season. Their longest win streak was 10 games, which was ended by the Dallas Mavericks. So they're trying to increase that one and try to make that the longest win streak of the season and maintain first place in the Western Conference as we have the game back on. Third quarter, 7 minutes to go. LeBron James with the ball near the right corner, ends up finding JaVale McGee. Great pump fake by McGee, and he ends up getting hit hard by Hardaway Jr. So JaVale McGee once more heading to the free throw line. LeBron already with a double-double, 21 points, 11 rebounds. He's 3 assists shy from getting the triple-double. As JaVale McGee headed to the free throw line, the score is 86-71. Lakers are on top by 15 points. But JaVale McGee comes up short on that first free throw attempt. And now it's going to be JaVale McGee's second free throw attempt. Knocks down the second one. Goes 1 for 2. So now the score is 87-71. 6 minutes and 52 seconds to go. Now we have Doncic getting a double screen. Being pressured by Avery Bradley. Doncic has Powell, Kleber, Finney-Smith, and Hardaway Jr. on the floor with him. As Doncic trying to lean in and get some contact from JaVale McGee, but he couldn't get that one off the glass. So now it's the Lakers in transition. LeBron, spin move around 2 defenders, and he gets that right-handed layup to fall. 89-71 is the score. Laker lead back up to 18. So now it's Doncic on the right wing. Now he gets into the high post, dishes it right back to Kleber. Now the ball is right back into the hands of Doncic. The trap comes from the Lakers. Now it's Hardaway Jr., 18-foot jump shot. Couldn't hit, but there's going to be a loose ball foul against JaVale McGee, so it'll stay with the Dallas Mavericks. 6 minutes and 9 seconds to go as JaVale McGee now has 5 fouls. So this is where the Lakers are going to have some a nice discussion because both centers for the Lakers, Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee with 5 fouls. So they got to be very careful because now the depth is running real low as Finney-Smith inbounding it right over to Kleber. Now the Mavericks moving the ball around. Top of the key is Dwight Powell. Hands it right off to Kleber. Kleber dribbling to his right. Nice little push off to get LeBron off of him, but he couldn't hit the fadeaway from 15 feet. Now it's Los Angeles Lakers with possession. 89-71 is the score. Third quarter, 5 minutes and 50 seconds to go as Kuzma, pump fake. Thought about giving that pass off to Bradley, cutting back door. Instead, he kicks it off to Danny Green. Now Green, spin move in the paint. Left-handed layup is too short over the hands of Powell, and Powell gets the rebound. Now it's Doncic. Crossing half court. He's guarded by Danny Green. Now he drives it, takes 2 steps, gets the foul, and Doncic has an opportunity for a 3-point play. Great job by Doncic to absorb the contact. Took 2 steps, almost seemed like he's going to take an extra step and travel. But his great awareness on that one to know to freeze that last step. Got tripped up, so now he's going to head to the free throw line to try to knock down a 3-point play. Doncic already with 18 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. Shooting 5 for 12 from the field. Doncic already this season became the youngest player in NBA history to record back-to-back 35-point triple-doubles. Luka also leading the league this season with most triple-doubles with 11. He's 2 in front of LeBron James, who has 9. As Doncic completes the 3-point play. Now it's Lakers with LeBron James in the paint. Goes right by Hardaway Jr. and he gets that layup to fall. LeBron James noticing the mismatch as we have DeLon Wright back on the floor. So now we have Doncic on the left wing, guarded by Jared Dudley. Now Doncic blows right by Jared Dudley, and Doncic is feeling it in this third quarter. Gets another bucket for the Dallas Mavericks. Scores 91-76. Kuzma, top of the arc. Tries to knock down the 3, but ends up rattling off the left side of the rim. So now it's Doncic, joined by Kleber, DeLon Wright, Hardaway Jr., and Finney-Smith. As Doncic almost gets stripped by Jared Dudley, but he kicks it out to Finney-Smith. Now Finney-Smith kicks it out. Now it's Finney off the top of the rim. Couldn't knock down the 3, and it's Tim Hardaway Jr. with the offensive rebound and the putback. So now the score is 91-78. 13-point lead now. The lead was as high as 21 entering this third quarter. Mavericks doing all they can to slow down these Lakers on the offensive end, and it's been working so far as Kuzma tries a teardrop, falls to the floor, no foul called, and Doncic gets another rebound. Less than 4 minutes to go. Here comes DeLon Wright driving down the lane. Couldn't get that layup to fall. Another putback miss by Kleber. And now there's a few guys missing, so the Lakers have numbers. Here comes Kuzma, left corner, 3-ball. Way too strong as it didn't even hit the rim. Now it's Doncic bringing the ball up for the Mavericks. Doncic kicks it off to Hardaway Jr. Open, rattles in the 3-pointer. And just like that, the lead is down to 10 points. Hardaway trying to get the crowd on their side again. The lead now down to 10 points. It was as high as 21 entering this third quarter. But again, Doncic having such a huge impact for these Dallas Mavericks. Frustrated in the first half. Now he's using that as motivation in order to help his team get back into this game. And very similar to what has been going on for the Lakers so far this season. Something happens in the third and fourth quarter after these halftime breaks where the Lakers just, it's almost like a lapse in mindset where they're like, well, we're up, so let's continue to do what we're doing. And instead, something happens where their energy just dips and the opposing team gets back into the game. And this is exactly what's happening from a 21-point lead down to just 10. And it's Doncic just working on those screen and rolls, just reacting to whatever the defense the Lakers gives him. And it's also the Lakers. Some guys not getting back in transition. It cost the Lakers on that one. As you see, there was a missed 3-pointer by Kyle Kuzma. LeBron James and Kuzma too slow to get back. Nobody covering Tim Hardaway Jr. And he got a good look from the right wing and he drilled the 3-pointer. So it's those kind of mistakes that you cannot make, especially against a tough team like the Dallas Mavericks, who are currently 6th in the Western Conference. And they would love to end another win streak for the Los Angeles Lakers tonight. Still have a few minutes left in this third quarter. The Lakers, again, their second timeout, called by Frank Vogel, wants to talk things over again. They're trying to find the answers in order to try to, again, find that rhythm that they had. And it, again, seemed to happen similar to the game against the Phoenix Suns earlier this season. Lakers scored 71 points in the first half. They scored 43 in the first quarter. Everything was going right. And then all of a sudden, it just in the third, fourth quarter, Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns just went on a crazy rally, scoring 34 points, 38 points in the third quarter, and just got themselves back into this game. So Lakers are going to have to do a little bit more in order to try to maintain their lead going into the fourth quarter. It's going to get intense. And what's even worse for the Lakers is that they have their two bigs, Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee, with 5 fouls. So Dallas Mavericks should know that and try to take advantage and attack those centers as much as they can. So we're still currently in a timeout break. So far in this third quarter, Dallas has outscored the Los Angeles Lakers 23-12. As compared to the Lakers in the first quarter where they scored 45 and then 34 in the second. And it's just, again, the work of Doncic just finding his teammates and having them get into a rhythm, because especially when they start getting into a rhythm, then it helps out Doncic, because then the Lakers start paying attention to Hardaway or DeLon Wright or Finney Smith, and then they'll start forgetting about Doncic and he'll get his shots in. So now we have Caruso on the floor for the Los Angeles Lakers. He joins Jared Dudley, Danny Green, KCP, and Rajon Rondo. So LeBron James getting some rest. 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go as Caruso gets into the paint, gets fouled, but he couldn't hit that right-handed layup. So now it's going to be Alex Caruso at the free throw line to knock down 2 free throws, try to increase the lead to 12. 91-81 is the score. Lakers on top by 10. 3 minutes and 18 seconds to go as Alex Caruso knocks down the first free throw. Alex Caruso so far averaging 74% from the free throw line. It's already his third year with the Los Angeles Lakers. Averaging 5.5 points a game, 2 rebounds, and 1.7 assists as Caruso goes perfect from the free throw line. 93-81 is the score. It's a 12-point lead for the Lakers. Dallas Mavericks with possession of the ball. We have Dwight Powell, Curry, as well as Hardaway Jr., DeLon Wright, and Justin Jackson. Now it's the Lakers with possession after Dallas came up short as Jared Dudley tries from the three-pointer from beyond the arc, but hits off the back of the iron. And now it's DeLon Wright swinging the ball over. Back to DeLon Wright, and now it's Hardaway Jr., three-pointer off the front of the rim. So now both teams struggling on the offensive end, coming up short. After the timeout, 2 minutes and 38 seconds to go. The score is 93-81. Lakers in front by 12. Danny Green now guarded by Hardaway Jr. 6 seconds on the shot clock. High post is Jared Dudley. Tries the nice little pivot moves around Seth Curry, and he's able to get the friendly roll on that 10-foot jumper. So now the score is 95-81, a 14-point lead now for the Lakers. Jared Dudley with 5 points as Justin Jackson from the right wing couldn't hit it from downtown. And it's another rebound for the Lakers. Here comes Rondo. Surveying the floor. He's guarded by Seth Curry. Gets a nice screen. He wants the mismatch of Dwight Powell, and he gets it. 11 seconds to go as he dribbles all the way to the left. And ends up getting a foul called against Dwight Powell. So now Rajon Rondo headed to the free throw line. So just like that, timeout has helped the Los Angeles Lakers try to reset and get back and focused as they've been able to increase the lead to 14 points. Rajon Rondo now has an opportunity to increase it to 16. This is Lakers basketball. My name is Victor Vasquez. Lakers currently on top of the Dallas Mavericks, 96-81. It's a 15-point lead. Third quarter, 1 minute and 55 seconds to go. As you have Rondo who knocked down the first free throw, and he knocks down both free throws. So now the Lakers going perfect the last couple of trips to the free throw line. Lead is back up to 16. Lakers on a 6-0 run the last minute and a half. And now we have Wright almost falling out of bounds. Loose ball. Seth Curry saves it. Now the Mavs have 10 seconds on the shot clock. As Justin Jackson, right wing, another good look this time. He drills the three-pointer. So now the score is 97-84. Lead is down to 13 points as Jared Dudley gives it off to Rondo on the left wing. Rondo guarded by Justin Jackson. He's got to like the mismatch. And again, Rondo taking advantage of the defense, drives it down the lane. And he ends up getting the foul call. So both teams are in the bonus for the remainder of this minute and 23 seconds of the third quarter. So Rondo headed to the free throw line again. Rajon Rondo averaging 76% from the free throw line. Averaging 7 points so far this season with 5.4 assists as Rondo knocks down another free throw. 98-84 is the score. 14-point lead for the Los Angeles Lakers here at American Airlines Arena in Dallas. And Rondo again going 4 for 4 so far from the free throw line. As we have DeLon Wright. Gets a nice screen from Dwight Powell. Had a good look at a layup, but couldn't get it over Jared Dudley. And the ball ends up going out of bounds off of the Mavericks. So now the Lakers stepping up on the defensive end. As the Mavericks have yet to score after the timeout. It's already been 2 minutes since they have been able to get a bucket to fall. As Doncic currently resting for the Dallas Mavericks. As Caruso ended up getting hit across the face. But the Mavericks ball, as Justin Jackson has it, gives it off to DeLon Wright. 10 seconds to go on the shot clock for the Mavericks. DeLon Wright trying to give it off. He's able to find his teammate. Now he's going to have to give it off to Seth Curry. And Curry goes baseline to knock down the shot. As we have Jalen Brunson on the floor for the Mavericks. He joins Powell, Jackson, DeLon Wright, and Curry. And now it's the Lakers who could not knock down the layup by KCP. So now Brunson directing some traffic for the Mavs as he dribbles to his right. Tries to go all the way with the left-handed scoop layup. But it's too short as the ball gets deflected out of bounds. So it's going to be Laker ball now. The score is 99-86. It's a 13-point lead for the Lakers. 36 seconds on the game clock. Lakers still have the shot clock, so they can go for a 2-for-1. As Rondo now has the ball. Now Rondo giving it off to KCP. Right back to Rondo on the right wing. He's got the mismatch. He's got Justin Jackson. So now here comes Rondo dribbling to his left. Nice little fake attempt, but it gets stripped by DeLon Wright. Now it's Wright and the Mavericks going to hold it as the shot clock is off. 14 seconds left for the Dallas Mavericks as they'll have the last shot attempt of this third quarter. Lakers still on top, 99-86. As Seth Curry waiting for the screen, but the ball gets deflected out of bounds by Caruso, who stuck out his hand in the passing lane. So now the Mavericks with 3 seconds left on the game clock will have to run something from the out-of-bounds play. On the floor, we have Brunson, as well as Jackson, Powell, Wright, and Curry. As Powell hands it right off to Brunson. Brunson at the end of the third quarter, not able to hit from the top of the arc as it hits off the back of the iron. So just like that, the third quarter comes to a close as the Los Angeles Lakers still hold a lead over the Dallas Mavericks so far. I mean, they started the third quarter with a 21-point lead over the Dallas Mavericks. Seemed like it was going to be a routine game and a routine victory for the Los Angeles Lakers. But Luka Doncic had something to say otherwise, as the Lakers now are only down to a 13-point lead. So the score is 99-86 as we head into the fourth quarter between the Lakers and the Dallas Mavericks. This is Lakers basketball. My name is Victor Vasquez. Currently doing the play-by-play for the Los Angeles Lakers and the Dallas Mavericks. Let's go through some of the box scores for both of these teams. As we currently have LeBron James leading the way for the Lakers with 25 points and 13 rebounds. 7 assists as well, so he's 3 assists shy from another triple-double this season. He's got 9 so far. You also have Kyle Kuzma, who's been feeling it after getting the start. He has 24 points and 6 rebounds with 2 assists. Then you have Dwight Howard with 10 points and 6 rebounds. And Avery Bradley contributing with 8 points. Only issue for the Los Angeles Lakers is foul trouble, as Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee both with 5 fouls apiece. So that is going to be very interesting to see how Frank Vogel can try to strategize and include either one or none of those centers. That way they don't get into foul trouble and foul out of this game. But so far, after the timeout that was called by Frank Vogel at the 3-minute mark of the third quarter, things started to turn around, especially after LeBron James sat down. And it was good work by Rajon Rondo to try to facilitate as well as be aggressive and attack the rim. He got to the free throw line twice, knocked down 4 free throw shots. So that was a great help for the Los Angeles Lakers to maintain and increase their lead. Dallas Mavericks got as close as 10 points in that third quarter. Seemed like they were going to be able to get it to single digits. But all of a sudden, Rajon Rondo and Alex Caruso brought a different type of energy for the Los Angeles Lakers as they were able to increase the lead to 13 points. We still have 12 minutes of action left as we head into the fourth quarter between the Lakers and the Dallas Mavericks. Let's see if I can try to add the score for you guys so you guys can see it. Again, Lakers doing a great job on the offensive end. They just have so much firepower that it's tough for any team to kind of stop, because if it's not LeBron, it's AD. And if it's not AD or LeBron, it's Kyle Kuzma. And it's just so many options for the Lakers that it just helps them out on the offensive end. It's the defensive end where they just have to really step up, because that's the one area where they just don't seem like they're locked in and they can consistently play defense for 48 minutes straight against most teams. They seem to allow a lot of teams to get back into the game and they just kind of blow their leads by so much. So we'll see what the Lakers can do in the final 12 minutes as we have the fourth quarter action back on. So now we have the Lakers trying to see if they can fend off the Dallas Mavericks and get on a 7-game win streak. As we have the Lakers with possession in this fourth quarter. Alex Caruso, KCP, Rajon Rondo, LeBron James, and Jared Dudley on the floor. So no center for the Lakers. Going to play small ball as LeBron James in rhythm. 3-ball knocks it down. And just like that, lead has increased to 16 points. 102-86. Lakers are on top. For the Dallas Mavericks, we have Brunson, Kleber, Curry, Finney-Smith, as well as DeLon Wright. As the floater is short by Curry, and it's going to be handled by LeBron James. So now it's going to be KCP. Had a good look from the right corner, but he passed it off. LeBron thought about it. Give and go between Jared Dudley and LeBron. And now LeBron's going to head to the free throw line as he got fouled. Ended up being by Finney-Smith, who fouled LeBron in the paint. So now it's going to be LeBron James at the free throw line. He's got 28 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists. He passed Michael Jordan on all-time field goals made today. Needed to get 10 field goals made in this game. He's already got 12. So now he is 4th all-time in field goals made. LeBron James just doing it all. And then he also passed up Isaiah Thomas. So now LeBron James sits at 8th all-time in assists. LeBron James just seeming to break records every time he steps on the floor. As we have Luka Doncic back on for the Dallas Mavericks. So he joins Kleber, Seth Curry, Finney-Smith, and DeLon Wright. So now we have Luka Doncic. Nice little hesitation dribble. Goes right at Jared Dudley. Couldn't hit, and Dudley rips that rebound from the sky. So Mavericks so far have not been able to score in the first minute of this game as Alex Caruso gets knocked to the cameraman. So now Caruso going to have to go to the free throw line. Foul was committed by Powell. Actually, not Powell. It ended up being a defender, I believe, Luka Doncic committed the foul. So now Caruso headed to the free throw line. Score is 104-86 as Caruso knocks down the free throw. 10 minutes and 52 seconds to go in this fourth quarter. Lakers now able to try to bring this lead back up to 20 points. They currently have a 19-point lead as the Lakers now coming out with the right energy in this fourth quarter. As now they have a nice little 6-0 scoring run as the lead has now gone up to 20 points. So now there's 10 minutes and 45 seconds to go in this fourth quarter. Dallas Mavericks now looking for answers as Doncic, guarded by Dudley on the right wing, gives it off to Finney-Smith. Now Finney-Smith hands it off to Curry. Now it's Kleber from the corner. Couldn't hit, but DeLon Wright comes flying in but he couldn't finish and clean up the glass. Now it's LeBron in transition, ends up getting stripped. The ball is still loose, and now there's going to be a whistle on the floor, as it seems that the foul is going to be against the Dallas Mavericks as LeBron James is holding his face. Finney Smith was on the floor with LeBron James. As we take a look at the replay, LeBron James trying to dribble the ball between his legs, ended up coming loose. Finney Smith trying to fight for it. He reached out, his elbow ended up hitting LeBron on the right side of his face. So now it's going to be LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers who regain possession. 17 seconds on the shot clock. We're in the fourth quarter between the Lakers and the Dallas Mavericks. 10 minutes and 23 seconds to go. As Rondo tries to bounce that ball right into the paint to LeBron James, who had a mismatch against Finney Smith. And Finney Smith had no other choice but to foul LeBron James again. So 15 seconds on the shot clock for the Los Angeles Lakers as they inbound the ball once more. Alex Caruso gives off to Jared Dudley in the right corner. Now Dudley wanting to pass it out to Rondo. Instead he finds KCP, who hands it off to Rondo. Now LeBron calls for it in the low post. Behind the back pass, the little array, but Caruso gets it, tries to beat the shot clock, and he comes up short off the front of the rim on that 15-foot jump shot. Now it's Doncic, guarded by LeBron James. Nice little step back. LeBron trying to do whatever he can to stop that three-pointer, but it's too strong by Doncic. And now it's Rondo trying to feed it into LeBron James, who immediately runs up to the low post. And the ball is actually going to go off of the Lakers as LeBron James saying that he wants to review it. And Vogel, I think, is going to call a timeout to try to challenge it. So now, interesting turn of events right here. Rick Carlisle is frustrated right there, trying to get into the referee's face again. And I don't know if he was ejected now because he's taking off his jacket. He is frustrated. And he's waving his hand off saying the referees are ridiculous. So he is immediately heading to the locker room. Rick Carlisle is not happy. As we got to see the replay as they ended up giving it to the Los Angeles Lakers at first. But it seems like it went off of LeBron James. And they ended up giving it to the Dallas Mavericks. And they wanted to challenge it. And now Rick Carlisle immediately just on the floor, frustrated. Luka Doncic had to hold him back. As it seemed like it was going to be a challenge by either Frank Vogel or Rick Carlisle. Very strange turn of events right there. But either way, Lakers still on top by 20 points over the Dallas Mavericks. 106-86. Rick Carlisle has just been ejected if you're just checking in. It seemed like the ball went out of bounds off of the Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron James was telling Frank Vogel to make the challenge. And instead, the ball was already inbounded for the Dallas Mavericks. And it seemed like the Lakers were going to be allowed to challenge that ball. And Rick Carlisle was just frustrated, saying, hey, the ball's already inbounds. You cannot challenge it already. Ball is already in play. There was no dead ball. They should have immediately done it. And he just got frustrated because it seemed like the referees were going to allow the challenge to be played. And Rick Carlisle just went crazy, went on the floor, started going right into the referee's face, kind of waving them off. Doncic had to hold him back. And just like that, Rick Carlisle has been ejected from this game. So now it's going to be the assistant head coaches for the Dallas Mavericks who are going to have to step up and try to help this Dallas Mavericks team get back on track in this fourth quarter. As in this fourth quarter, they just have not been able to score a bucket. So we'll see what happens as we are currently in a timeout break between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Dallas Mavericks. Again, Rick Carlisle in his 12th season with the Dallas Mavericks. Got the Dallas Mavericks to a 33-49 record last year. Their last winning season was in 2015-2016. So Rick Carlisle trying to get back to that kind of success, and he's got the players to do it. But again, it's just a tough situation when you go up against teams like the Los Angeles Lakers or the Clippers or the Nuggets, and you don't have your second best player in Kristaps Porzingis. So we will see how the Dallas Mavericks can try to rebound from this matchup against the Los Angeles Lakers. Again, this is the final meeting between the Lakers and the Dallas Mavericks. Lakers holding a 2-1 series lead so far. And they're looking to make it a 3-1 series lead. But again, final matchup of the regular season does not mean these two teams will eventually face off down the road in the playoffs. Should be very interesting if this is a first round or second round matchup. And it'd be very fun to see, especially both teams at full capacity with Kristaps Porzingis and Anthony Davis back on the floor. Should be a very, very fun to see. But we're dealing with the present right now as we have the Los Angeles Lakers currently with a 20-point lead over the Dallas Mavericks, 106-86. As Dallas ended up losing their previous game against the Denver Nuggets on January 8th, 107-106. It came down to the last shot. Dallas Mavericks had an opportunity, but they failed on executing the final play by Rick Carlisle, as we have KCP who misses the technical free throw shot. As they show the replay of what they wanted to do, as the ball was already inbounded, and then they wanted to challenge it, and Rick Carlisle just could not believe it. He was just so frustrated at why they were allowing the Lakers to get that replay challenge. But either way, it's Dallas now with possession of the ball. Lakers still in front by 20, 106-86. Caruso trying to pressure Doncic. Doncic gets the ball back. Gets a nice screen by Kleber. And now it's DeLon Wright. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Nice little backdoor cut. And a beautiful bounce pass to Finney-Smith by DeLon Wright. First points of this fourth quarter for the Dallas Mavericks. They went 2.5 minutes without a bucket as Rajon Rondo pulls up. Free throw jumper. Not able to hit, but KCP hustles for the offensive rebound. So now it's a second chance opportunity for the Lakers. On the floor for KCP. On the floor for the Lakers is KCP, Rondo, LeBron, and Alex Caruso, as Rondo going over his shoulder, but he couldn't knock down that floater. And now it's Dallas Mavericks. DeLon Wright finding the cutting Finney-Smith, and Finney-Smith gets fouled as soon as he went right to the rim. Foul's going to be called on Jared Dudley of the Los Angeles Lakers. So now score is 106-88. We have Stephen Silas, the Mavericks assistant head coach, now having to step in and direct this team for the last 8 minutes and 50 seconds of this fourth quarter between the Lakers. As we have Finney-Smith in and out on his first free throw attempt. Finney-Smith, so far this regular season with the Dallas Mavericks averaging 9.1 points per game, 5.3 rebounds, and 1.4 assists. He's got 12 points so far in this game against the Lakers. He's going to have to provide a lot more if they want to get back into this game, as he goes 1 for 1 at the free throw line. Score is 106-89. 17-point lead for the Los Angeles Lakers. 8 minutes and 45 seconds to go in this fourth quarter. KCP gives it off to LeBron James, who's near the high post. LeBron trying to work on Kleber. Nice jab step. Kleber trying to keep a hand in front of LeBron's face, but LeBron pulls up anyway for the long-range jumper. Increases the Laker lead back up to 19. 108-89. LeBron James with 32 points in this game, as Doncic gets into the lane easily, but his shot just rolls off the right side of the rim. Unlucky for Doncic. Now it's LeBron. Nice crossover. Gets into the paint. Easy layup for LeBron James. As the defense for the Mavericks just looking at each other saying, what more can we do? I mean, this guy just getting right by every one of our defenders. And LeBron James now with 34 points against the Dallas Mavericks. And there's not much you can do against LeBron James when he's coming down full speed. One of the scariest things to see as a defender, as we go to another timeout break between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Dallas Mavericks. As LeBron James again showing why he is still the top of his game in his 17th season. As the Lakers now with a 21-point lead, 110-89. As the Lakers so far have outscored the Dallas Mavericks 11-3 in this fourth quarter. So just as the Lakers had a very slow third quarter, they have been able to pick it up and force the Dallas Mavericks to just not get good looks and just try to provide some chaos on the defensive end in order to not let the Dallas Mavericks get some good looks And so far it's worked. And it's also been some unlucky and unfortunate events for the Dallas Mavericks as Doncic has gotten into the lane multiple times, but he has not been able to hit the floaters. DeLon Wright had a great putback attempt, and he ended up missing it. So it's just things like that that end up working in the favor for the Los Angeles Lakers. And just like that, with 8 minutes and 50 seconds to go in this fourth quarter, Lakers are on top by 21 points over the Dallas Mavericks, trying to take a 3-1 series lead over the Dallas Mavericks in this season series. Lakers will face off against the Oklahoma City Thunders tomorrow in their back-to-back road trip. Should be interesting as LeBron James faces his friend Chris Paul. As Chris Paul and the Oklahoma City Thunders just came off a victory Thursday night over the Houston Rockets. As for the Dallas Mavericks, they're on a back-to-back as well, as they're going to face off against the Philadelphia 76ers tomorrow night. So it should be interesting and a good test for the Dallas Mavericks as they're facing off against tough team after tough team. They faced off against the Nuggets earlier this week, now the Lakers, and tomorrow against the Philadelphia 76ers from the East. So again, all of these are just tests for this young Dallas Mavericks team to try to figure themselves out, find an identity, and build on it as the season progresses. So we'll see what goes down tomorrow night for both of these teams. Lakers currently with a 21-0 record against teams that are under 500. It's just, again, doing what they do best. It's just playing consistently, but they just have so much firepower that they just have like such a great will that they wilt defenders and opposing teams in the first half. Really, that's when they kind of try to defeat them, especially when they start scoring 71 points, 72 points, 73 points in a half. It just gives them such a huge lead that it's tough for opposing teams to get back into the game. So one of the big reasons why the Lakers have such a great record against opposing teams with under 500 records. So now we have LeBron James, again leading the league with 10.8 assists. He's got 7 assists tonight, trying to get 3 more to get the triple-doubles. We have the action back on. Less than 8 minutes to go in this fourth quarter as Doncic again driving to the lane. This time one of his layups falls as he crashes down near the baseline. Now it's the Lakers pushing the pace. 19-point lead for the Lakers. 110-91. 7 minutes and 43 seconds to go as Rondo, guarded by Kleber, but he dishes off to the LeBron James, top of the key, guarded by DeLon Wright. LeBron now feeling his jump shot, but ends up hitting off the right side of the rim as Hardaway comes up with the rebound. Now Hardaway gives up his dribble, finds Curry. On the floor for the Mavericks is Kleber, Curry, Hardaway, Wright, and Doncic. As Wright, trying to go behind the back, loses his dribble. Curry finds Kleber under the basket, and Kleber gets fouled by Rajon Rondo. Great find by Rajon Rondo. As Kleber headed to the free throw line now. Kleber, so far for the Dallas Mavericks, averaging 9.1 points per game, 5.4 rebounds, and is shooting 89% from the free throw line. So now the referees are actually going to take a look at the foul to try to see if it's going to be a foul on the floor, which would not be shooting free throws for the Dallas Mavericks, or if the foul came in the air. So it seems like the foul came in the air as Rondo swiped his hands and held on to the bicep of Kleber of the Dallas Mavericks. So I believe it should be shooting free throws. Don't see why the referees would not call it a blocking foul as we have the referees. So they are going to call the foul against Rajon Rondo. And it is going to be 2 free throws for Kleber. So Kleber at the free throw line, trying to help his Dallas Mavericks get back into this game. Again, I mentioned it. He averages 9.1 points per game, but he knocks down this first free throw, and it's barely his second point against the Los Angeles Lakers. We have the Lakers taking on the Dallas Mavericks. The score is 110-92. As Kleba misses the second free throw. So the lead for the Lakers is up to 18, 110-92. Fourth quarter, 7 minutes to go. As Rondo gets into the paint. Great dribble penetration by Rondo. And he's able to get that finger roll to fall. So the score is now 112-92. It's a 20-point lead for the Los Angeles Lakers. As Kleba hands it off to Curry, top of the arc. Curry pump fakes the three. Now the ball's in the hands of Doncic. Doncic guarded by Caruso, and Caruso swipes that ball out of the hands of Doncic as it goes out of bounds. The Laker bench getting on their feet, pumping up Caruso. 8 seconds to go on the shot clock for the Mavericks. As Doncic splits defenders, kicks it out to Curry, right corner, three ball, and he swishes that one down. 112-95 is the score. Lakers are in front by 17 points. 6 minutes and 29 seconds to go for the Lakers in this fourth quarter. Seth Curry so far with 13 points in this game as LeBron James slowing things down. 8 seconds on the shot clock for LeBron. He's guarded by Kleba. Now Doncic comes around and there's going to be a foul. It's going to be a blocking foul against Doncic, who came around, tried to commit the charge against LeBron James, but instead it goes against Luka Doncic. And now the Lakers, for the remainder of this fourth quarter, are in the bonus, so it's going to be free throws for LeBron James. So now we have LeBron at the free throw line. LeBron so far is 69% free throw shooter. As we're going to go to a timeout break before LeBron James even takes those free throw shots. This is Lakers basketball. My name is Victor Vasquez. We're covering the Lakers versus the Dallas Mavericks. The first of a back-to-back for the Los Angeles Lakers. Tomorrow they will be taking on the Oklahoma City Thunder. So it should be a very interesting game. Oklahoma City, like I mentioned earlier, coming off of a nice victory, spoiling the return of former Oklahoma City Thunder Russell Westbrook. Ended up beating the Houston Rockets, so it was a good win for the Oklahoma City Thunder, and hopefully it gives them confidence as they face off against the number one seed in the West, Los Angeles Lakers. As we have the action back on in this fourth quarter between the Lakers and the Dallas Mavericks. Showing the replay of the foul committed by Luka Doncic, debating whether it should have been a charge or a blocking foul. And it's still going to be a blocking foul. The referees were reviewing it. So now Lakers are in front by 17, 112-95. Fourth quarter, 6 minutes and 16 seconds to go. Doncic finding out that the foul was still going to be considered a blocking foul and against Doncic. LeBron James, just in case you're checking in, 34 points tonight. He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Already his second most points total this season so far. LeBron James just doing it all on the offensive end in the absence of Anthony Davis, who ended up getting a gluteus maximus contusion against the New York Knicks on Tuesday night, as LeBron James in and out on the free throw. But the injury was not as serious as the Lakers thought, as the MRI came out negative for Anthony Davis, so he was able to travel with the team. As LeBron James knocks down the second free throw, goes 1 for 2. Makes it an 18-point lead for the Lakers. 113-95 is the score. 6 minutes and 9 seconds to go in this fourth quarter. Doncic finds Hardaway Jr. Now Jr. dribbling to his left, gets past Caruso, gets that one off the glass, and it's a three-point play opportunity now for Hardaway Jr. Score is 113-97. 16-point lead for the Los Angeles Lakers. Foul was either on Caruso or Jared Dudley. Jared Dudley trying to do all he could to stay out of the restricted area, but now we see Kyle Kuzma checking in for the Lakers. And now it's going to be Hardaway Jr., who's got 20 points already for the Dallas Mavericks. Last game against the Nuggets, he had 15 as well, as Hardaway not able to complete the three-point play. So the score remains 113-97. Caruso now bringing up the ball for the Lakers. He's joined by LeBron James, KCP, Kuzma, and Rajon Rondo. Lakers have played small ball since the halfway mark of the third quarter. As Rondo with a nice little fake behind the back pass, high off the glass. And Rondo's able to score 2 more points for the Lakers, increasing the lead to 18 points. 115-97 is the score. 5.5 minutes to go in this fourth quarter as there's going to be a steal by KCP. He pokes it over to himself. He goes up, gets the nice layup to go. Seemed like he wanted to dunk it right over DeLon Wright. Instead, changed his mind midair and got the layup to fall. 20-point lead now for the Lakers. 117-97. 5 minutes and 13 seconds to go as Curry. Nice little behind the back dribble. Loses Kuzma, but Curry couldn't finish that jumper. Would have been a nice play for Curry. As there's 5 minutes to go. On the floor for the Lakers is Rondo, LeBron, Kuzma, Caruso, and KCP. For the Mavs, we have Doncic, Wright, Kleba, Hardaway Jr., and Curry as Rondo gets blocked by Kleba, but the Lakers still maintain possession with 2 seconds on the shot clock, and the KCP floater is no good. Now it's Hardaway Jr. Nice little hesitation dribble, and he gets fouled as he goes right to the rim. So Hardaway Jr. going to the free throw line again. Score is still 117-97. 20-point lead for the Los Angeles Lakers. Their highest lead so far has been 22 points. But the Dallas Mavericks did a great job in that third quarter to limit any of the good looks the Lakers were getting in that first half. And they were able to cut the lead down to 10 points. But Frank Vogel and the Lakers ended up locking down on the defensive end. And as soon as LeBron James came back on the floor, points just started dropping for the Lakers, and they were able to increase their lead back up to 20 points as Hardaway knocked down the first free throw. And Hardaway goes 2 for 2 at the free throw line. So now the Lakers lead down to 18 points. 117-99. Hardaway with 22 points now. 4.5 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. Rondo has it, top of the arc, guarded by Curry. He's looking for LeBron, but LeBron's going to provide the screen to the right. Now Rondo, right elbow, pulls the jumper. Nothing but net on that shot by Rondo. 20-point lead for the Lakers, 119-99. 4 minutes and 10 seconds to go as Rondo now racking up 10 points for the Lakers. Doncic, guarded by Kuzma, trying to cross him over. He gets right by him. Doncic with the left hand. Great move by Doncic. As the score is now 119-101. 17-point lead for the Lakers. It's going to be a charge against Alex Caruso as he ended up sticking out his knee, hit the chest of Seth Curry. So now the Lakers turn the ball over. It's going to be a timeout by the Dallas Mavericks as the lead for the Lakers down to 18 points, 119-101. Score is currently in favor of the Lakers with 3 minutes and 53 seconds to go in this fourth quarter as we're currently going to a timeout break. This is Lakers basketball. My name is Victor Vasquez. Apologize for not showing the game. I cannot show the game on YouTube as I'll get in trouble. Don't want my channel taken down. So I just use this really to practice my play-by-play. So I appreciate anybody listening. As we have the Lakers so far in control. They have a 18-point lead over the Dallas Mavericks with just over 3 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. Frank Vogel and the Los Angeles Lakers did a great job to reset and have the right type of energy and mindset halfway into that third quarter because things were looking grim for the Lakers. They had over a 22-point lead, and then all of a sudden, the lead went right down to 10 points. So it is something that has been very common for the Los Angeles Lakers so far this season, and hopefully it's something that they can try to fix as the playoffs come around because I mentioned it before. I mean, this can happen against teams that are, maybe under 500 that might not have the steam or the energy to kind of keep it going into the fourth, or maybe if they forced overtime. But against teams like the Clippers, like the Bucks, and like the Denver Nuggets, those type of teams, you got to be very careful because especially if they start feeling that momentum shifting their way, they immediately get a better opportunity and they'll start cutting down the lead and take the lead away from these Lakers as we see LeBron James getting a breather. Hopefully he doesn't have to come back for the remainder of these 3 minutes and 46 seconds of the fourth quarter as we have Boban Marjanovic checking in for the Dallas Mavericks. He joins Brunson as both teams now putting in more of the role players and bench players since they know that they have back-to-backs. Both teams Coming back tomorrow, Dallas Mavericks facing off against the 76ers. Lakers will go ahead and face off against the Oklahoma City Thunder, as both teams are in the bonus. So Brunson, who got fouled in that previous play, knocks down the first free throw. 119-102 is the score. It's a 17-point lead for the Los Angeles Lakers, as Brunson joins Justin Jackson, Marjanovic. Also have Justin Jackson and Seth Curry. So now we have Kyle Kuzma, who joins Caruso, Jared Dudley, Rajon Rondo, and Avery Bradley. Now it's Kyle Kuzma near the right elbow. Jab stepping against Curry. He's got the mismatch. Fades away, and he knocks that one down. Nice 18-foot jump shot by Kyle Kuzma. So the score is 121-103. 18-point lead for the Los Angeles Lakers. Kuzma with 26 points. He got 21 of those points in the first half. Now Boban's got the mismatch against Jared Dudley, and it's going to be a foul against Dudley. So now Boban headed to the free throw line to knock down 2 more free throws. As we see Quinn Cook and Troy Daniels at the scoreboards table for the Los Angeles Lakers. They will be checking in, as Boban too strong off the back of the rim on that first free throw attempt. Boban so far with the Dallas Mavericks, his first year. Last year was with the Philadelphia 76ers, as he knocked down 1 of 2 free throws. He's averaging 5 points a game, 4.1 rebounds, and 0.4 assists. So the score is 121-104, 17-point lead for the Lakers. Less than 3 minutes to go in this fourth quarter, as Caruso has it on the left wing, guarded by Justin Jackson. He gets a screen from Dudley, pulls up, free throw jumper, and Alex Caruso knocks down 2 more points for the Lakers. 123-104, 19-point lead for the Los Angeles Lakers. 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go in this fourth quarter here at Dallas, as Boban has it. Has the mismatch against Jared Dudley. Instead, he passed it off. Now it's going to be a loose ball. Justin Jackson has it. 5 seconds to go on the shot clock. He airballs the 3 ball and it ends up going out of bounds. Turnover for the Dallas Mavericks. As we see Kostas Antetokounmpo, brother of Giannis Antetokounmpo, checking in for the Los Angeles Lakers. He is a two-way player, as he currently plays for the South Bay Lakers, which is the G League team for the Los Angeles Lakers. He joins Quinn Cook, Kuzma, Alex Caruso, and Troy Daniels, as Kuzma goes baseline, fades away, couldn't knock down the shot. And now it's going to be the Dallas Mavericks. Less than 2 minutes to go, as nice little finish, as we have Cleveland, who nice little Euro step, gets the layup to fall. 123-106. Lakers are on top by 17 points, as Quinn Cook knocks down the jump shot from the top of the key. Increases the lead to 17 points again. Actually 19 points, as we have Brunson for the Dallas Mavericks, bouncing it over to Boban. Boban misses that point-blank floater. He gets his own miss, and he gets fouled by the heart of the defense of the Lakers. So Boban again will be heading to the free throw line. Antetokounmpo trying to do all he can to not allow, and actually not a foul call. The referee changed it to a jump ball. So it's going to be Kostas Antetokounmpo against Boban Marjanovic at the jump ball near the free throw line. If Dallas gets possession of the ball, they'll have 13 seconds on the shot clock, and they do get it. Brunson has the ball, top of the arc, guarded by Caruso. 9 seconds to go on the shot clock. Ball gets stripped, but Brunson regains possession, uses the glass effectively, and he knocks down 2 more points for the Dallas Mavericks. 125-108, 17-point lead for the Lakers. As Kuzma has it, nice pump fake, gets right by Justin Jackson, but he comes up way short as it barely grazes on that floater by Kuzma. And now it's going to be the Dallas Mavericks. Curry from downtown, and he knocks down another triple for the Dallas Mavericks. 125-111. 14-point lead for the Los Angeles Lakers with less than a minute to go. Lakers, as soon as this time runs out, we'll be on a 7-game win streak as Quinn Cook goes to his right around the screen, and another jump shot is drilled by the Lakers. This time it's Quinn Cook. And now it's a 16-point lead for the Lakers. 127-111. 33 seconds to go in this fourth quarter as Boban tries a three. And Boban Marjanovic burying that one from downtown. That got the Dallas crowd on their feet. Not going to help them, though, as the lead is still in favor of the Lakers. 20 seconds on the game clock, as we have the shot clock still on for the Los Angeles Lakers. As Quinn Cook thought about the three, gives it off to Antetokounmpo. Back to Quinn Cook, left elbow jumper. Quinn Cook rattles in another one. The score is 129-114. 15-point lead for the Lakers. And 3 seconds on the game clock. Shot clock is off, and that is going to do it. That'll be the final buzzer. And the Los Angeles Lakers increase their win streak to 7 games in a row. That's already their 4th winning streak of this regular season, as the Lakers improve to 31-7, and they still are on top of the Western Conference as they take down the Dallas Mavericks for a 3rd time this year. This will be the last time the Lakers and the Mavericks meet. Hypothetically, again, if they meet up again in the playoffs. But for the regular season, Lakers take the season series 3-1. Final score, 129-114. Lakers with another victory as they make it 7 in a row. Tomorrow they will take on the Oklahoma City Thunder in their back-to-back game on the road. Should be very interesting to see if Anthony Davis comes back from his gluteus maximus contusion when he fell on his tailbone. But anyway, I want to thank everybody that came in and listened for a few minutes, for a few seconds. I appreciate you. My name is Victor Vasquez. Whenever I have time, I try to do these play-by-plays just in case anybody is at work or at school and can't watch the game live. I at least try to provide some type of content so you guys can listen to the action before you get in front of a TV and, probably enjoy it more than you're listening to it. But thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you. Hopefully I can do don't know when I'm going to be available to do the next game, but if I do, I will let you know. Follow me on social media. It's Vic Play-by-Play, at Vic Play-by-Play. So thank you so much again, guys. I appreciate you. Lakers ended up coming out on top over the Dallas Mavericks, 129-117. Thank you so much. You guys have a great rest of your night and a great weekend.